Today we're going to make some stairs. This video is going to be divided into two parts. We're going to make some simple stairs, and then you're going to continue by doing a giant spiral type of stairs. So let's start with the easy version. When we look at stairs, it's actually quite difficult to make. And for one big reason, stairs are divided into steps and they have a certain length and a certain height. So when you talk about stairs, the length is called the run, and when you go up, it's called the rise. Each steps, as you can see, has a specific width and a specific height. So the length and the height can be different depending on the amount of steps that you want. Do you want the last step to finish on the first floor or just below the first floor? That's pretty much up to you. So how do we do this? How do we do it? Let's start with a rectangle. We'll start, by the way, with the left one, we'll continue with the middle one, and we'll finish with the right one. We need to draw a rectangle on the floor, 2 by 5, and now we press on spacebar to activate the first tool, called the select tool, and we're going to select this segment. We're going to right click and we're going to divide that segment. And how do we divide it? I'm not clicking anywhere, I'm just moving the mouse, and you can see that the computer wants to divide that segment into a specific amount of interval. So if I go slowly in and I stop, he's asking me how many segments we want. And based on the software we used before, we need 10 segments to make 10 steps. And you can see already it's 0,50, the 50 centimeter that we talked about. You just click once on the floor. These dots disappeared, sadly, by the way. I wish we could see them, still see them. And now we're going to select this segment. We're going to use the move tool with a plus. And we're going to move this, not the midpoint, but we're looking for another green circle. That is going to be exactly at 50 centimeter. The computer memorized these little red dots. And now, before clicking anywhere, I just press on the little star that is on top of number 9 on the right side, if you have a keypad, and I say 9. Enter. So I repeat, you can see here at the bottom, what did I write, what did I use? Stars 9, because I want 9 more steps. I've done the first one, and it automatically showed me the results. I'm going to go over here at the edge, at the bottom corner, and I'm going to use the line tool, L, and I'm going to go up. To make sure I'm going up, I'm going to push on the top arrow on your keyboard, and it's going to lock me in this vertical position. I'm going to press on 2, enter, and it's going to, you'll see that the tool still wants to draw. You just click on escape, and you have a segment of 2 meters high. Now we want to divide that segment, so spacebar, we select this segment, we want to divide this one into again 10, because we want 10 steps. So let's try to find out. There we go, and you can see the computer knows already that it's 20 centimeters in height. That was what I was asking before. Click once, and then now use the push tool. You can start from the lowest the lowest or the highest. I'm gonna go to the highest. I feel it's gonna be easier. Oh, it's difficult. I don't know why. If this is happening, change the view. So Control Z. Let's change the view. Back to push tool, and let's see if now I'm gonna be lucky. There we go. That's the first step. Second step should be around here, so I'll try to find a dot. Next step should be around here, find a dot. Next step, I find a dot, and so on. So always double check that it's a green dot, and you just continue until finishing your steps. So by doing this, we didn't really care about measurements. We just decide of how many divisions that we want. Okay, so it's pretty handy. You can erase all this, of course. Eraser, you just go over it. Oh, I went too far. Perfect. Let's do the second one. So we're going to try to use the same length but using a different technique. We're going to draw a rectangle, but this time I want that rectangle to be vertical. I don't want this rectangle to be flat on the floor, you see? So how do we do that? You just need, before drawing it, to use the arrows on your keyboard and try to find, in this case, the red rectangle, not the green or not the blue one. So the red one. And we're going to draw a vertical rectangle. In this case, we want that rectangle to be 5 by 2. Perfect. And now I'm going to zoom in, I'm going to change the view, and I'm going to try to find that first step. So yeah, spacebar. I'm going to select not the face but the segment, and I'm going to use Shift to select the next segment, Move tool, Control, and I'm going to use this corner to copy paste that first step. Spacebar, Shift. You can see that I lost that little blue segment here. Move tool. I want to move tool with plus because I want to copy paste. I place my new step here and I say times 9, so star 9, and straight away I get the profile of my beautiful stairs. And now I'm gonna just need to push this, and before we decided that it needs to be 2 meters, we're gonna erase everything that we don't want, this segment and this one. While you do that, something happened at the back, so just use the line tool and redraw one segment and automatically just fill the space. Okay, awesome. The next and last type of method, maybe my favorite one, start by drawing your first step, and based on your measurement it was 2 by 0.50 and 20 centimeter in height, 0.2, and we get our first step. Now, how do we build the stairs? Very simple. Spacebar, triple click on this step, right click, and we're going to play with something new called component. Make component. We're going to call that step. There we go. And what we're going to do, we will understand the power of playing with component. So far you don't see the effect. You will understand in about 1 minute. So what do? We copy paste this using this corner. We do star 9. We have our beautiful steps. And now, what's the beauty of component? If you use the select tool and double click inside of a component, and let's say use the push tool, whatever you do on this step will affect the rest. In this case it also affects these ones because I use the same name for the component, so no stress about it. Okay, so suddenly we get a floating stairs and it looks awesome. We can even just go further. Line tool, we can just draw a locket in vertical mode, 1 meter in height, and it will automatically add these lines in the other component. We can just connect this one to the other, double click outside, and we got stairs with a rail. Awesome. And that's it for today.